Hello students, welcome back to our next class. Today we are going to see the third bit in case of unit number 6. It is larval forms and their significance. We have seen during the when we are like taking phylums, we have seen that there are indirect development of animals mostly in case of invertebrates. जे काही इन्व्हर्टिब्रेट्स आहेत त्यांच्यामध्ये बघितलं होतं आपण की दे आर हॅविंग इनडायरेक्ट डेव्हलपमेंट, म्हणजे की जसं की आपलं कसं एक फिक्स असतं की बर्थ, चाइल्डहुड, देन ॲडल्टहुड अँड देन द हे म्हातारपणाचा येतो तो लाईक दॅट. बट इन केस ऑफ इन्व्हर्टिब्रेट्स or in case of some vertebrates also they are having distinct larval stages. म्हणजे larval stage ही कशी आहे, it is distinct आहे, it is different than the adult stage. Some animals they can live in case of larva for the whole lifetime. काही असे animals आहे की जे larva राहतात आयुष्यभर. काही असे animals आहे की त्यांचे स्टेजेस आहेत की tadpole larva हा टोटली वेगळा आहे than the frog. caterpillar larva, caterpillar हा वेगळा आहे than the butterflies. लाईक दॅट की काही काही स्टेजेस त्या लार्वा काही काही ॲनिमल्समध्ये लार्वल स्टेज ही कम्प्लीट वेगळी आहे दॅन द ॲडल्ट स्टेज. सो दे आर कॉल्ड द लार्वल फॉर्म्स. एव्हरी लार्वल फॉर्म्स दे आर हॅविंग देअर ओन सिग्निफिकन्स, दे आर हॅविंग देअर ओन ॲडव्हान्टेजेस फॉर बीइंग अ लार्वा. ह्या काही ज्या लार्वल आहेत कारण बघितलं की द बटरफ्लाय इज टोटली डिफरंट, हॅविंग विंग्स, लेग्स, antennas etc. बट तर त्याच्या बघितला आपण लार्वा बटरफ्लायचा कॅटरपिलर लार्वा तर कसं आहे हा वेगळा आहे. दे डझंट हॅव विंग्स, डझंट हॅव लेग, डझंट हॅव द पेअर ऑफ antennas etc. So these are the discrimination in between the larvas and the adults. So there are some larvae we have mentioned in case of the syllabus. We are going to this. The first will be the amphiblastula larva. It is a free swimming larval stage of सायकॉन. सायकॉन कोणत्या ग्रुपमध्ये येतो, सायकॉन कोणत्या फॅमिलीमध्ये येतो, यू ऑल नो. तो जो amphiblastula larva आहे इट इज अ फ्री स्विमिंग larval stage of सायकॉन and many other calcareous sponges. बघितलं होतं की सायकॉन हे एका सबस्ट्रॅटमला अटॅच असतात. They are solitary animals. They do not locomote. They do not move. But the larval stage कशी आहे in case of cycon? It is a movable stage आहे cycon मध्ये कारण there are presence of cilia for the locomotion. They are having ciliated parts. They are having cilia for the locomotion. So this is the larval stage of cycon for the free swimming. Or these are the free swimming larval stage for the cycon. They are oval in shape. You can see in the picture. They show small micromeres with the flagella on one side. So you can see these are the micromeres with the flagella. These are the flagella or the cilia on the one side. The other half of larva shows the macromeres. Macromeres म्हणजे small cells. Macromeres म्हणजे large cells. The larva comes out of the spawn to the osculum. Osculum काय असतो, we have seen that. It swims in the water with the help of flagella or the cilia. Amphiblastula larva undergoes metamorphosis. The macromeres will overgrow the micromere and the gastrulation take place. And because of the gastrulation, the flagellated cells become internal. Then attach to substratum and become small individual. Because the cilia आहे they will form this internal structure to attach the substratum. So this is about the amphiblastula larva in case of cycon. Then we are having planula larva. The planula or the planulae. When the singular it's a planula, when it's a plural it's a planulae. The planulae are also piliving or the crawling larval type common of species of phylum Coelenterates or the Cnidaria. Example if you see, we have seen that the jellyfish, the corals, the sea anemones, these are the adult forms of the planula larva. So the planula larva is a free swimming larva in case of the phylum Coelenterates or the Cnidaria. The planula larva body, if you see, it is a more or less cylindrical, oval shape or the egg shape and bears numerous cilia. You can see these cilia outside their body. For the locomotion, they bear numerous cilia, the hair-like structures which are used for the locomotion. The planula larvae are produced by the polyp from in the sea anemones and other anthozoans and by the medusa form in the other coelenterates. आता हे पॉलिप्स काय होते आणि मेडुसा काय होते हे आपण इन डिटेल बघितलेलं होतं. आय होप यू ऑल रिमेंबर दॅट थिंग्स. व्हॉट आर द पॉलिप्स अँड व्हॉट आर द medusas in case of phylum Coelenterates. Then trochophore larva. The trochophore are also called the trochosphere, small translucent free swimming larva and the characteristics of many annelids and most group of the mollusks. So this larva, it is a combination between two phylums, that is the phylum Annelida and the phylum Mollusca. Trochophore, they are the spherical larva, pear shaped and are girdled by a ring of cilia. Like you can see the ring of cilia. हे काय आहे, हे पूर्ण बॉडीने असे cilia present असतात. The prototroph that enables the swim. So these cilia, they help the larva for the swimming. Above the prototroph, the sensory plate and apical tuft of cilia here and an ocellus. This is a ocellus, that means it is a for the vision. It is a for the simple eye structures which is help in case of the sensory organ. Below the prototroph there is the presence of mouth. This is the mouth, stomach, anus and other structures including the site, the function which seems to be maintain proper internal salt water balance and in some species one or two additional ciliary rings. So these mouth or the internal body structure, it is function to maintain the salt balance, the ionic balance, which is very much important for the survival in case of marine water. So these all the organs, they are helping the larva to maintain the salt water balance. In some mollusks such as gastropods and bivalves, the trochophore develop into the second stage, that is the veligard, before metamorphosing to the adult form. So there are again two larval stages are found in case of this mollusk, such as gastropods. This trochophore larva, they are developing into the another larva. They are having different set of characters. That is the veligard larva. The rotifods and the larvae of such invertebrates as conoids and rhizomes are trochophore-like in appearance. Then आहे Bipinneria larva. This larva is a characteristic of class Astroloidea, that is the phylum Echinodermata. It possesses two ciliated bands, the preoral and the postoral. You can see this is a preoral band over here. So they are possessing two ciliated bands, that is a preoral and the postoral. The preoral ciliated band surround the preoral lobe of larva. The preoral lobe is highly developed. The postoral ciliated band appears to the longitudinal place and forms the complete ring. Between the mouth and the anus. You can see here the formation of a complete ring in between the mouth and the anus. The Bipinneria larva bears a close resemblance with the auricular larva of Holothurians. They are having the same phylums. but they're having a different species. The body of bipedal larva is extremely bilaterally symmetrical, but subsequently the interstructure assumes asymmetry because there is a asynchronization of organs are found in case of bipedal larva. It is free swimming larva, and the anterior end of the archenteron develops a mouth, and the blastema becomes anus. So they are the deuterostomes kind of organisms. The preoral and the postoral shaded bands are continued over a series of prolongation of the body. So these are the preoral and the postoral bands. They are developed into the 5 arms. We have seen that in case of starfish, they are having 5 arms. So these preoral and postoral bands, they are developing into the arms. Then Brachyolaria larva. The additional arms develop in the front end of larva, and at this point it becomes brachiolarva larva. These arms present in larva form known as brachyolarian arms. These are the brachyolarian arms. These arms help the larva to adhere with the substratum, that is help to the attachment to the substratum. These arms are neither slated nor have calcareous rods, and the coelomic cavity extends into these arms. The 3 short arms are at preoral lobe, 1 median and 2 lateral arms. They contain adhesive cells at their tips, which are act as a sucker to capture the food. The rest arms degenerate and become long, narrow, slender. Metamorphosis of brachiolarva with the help of adhesive structures like the brachiolarine arms. It attaches to some object. Anterior portion acts as a stalk. This is act as a stalk for some time, while posterior part having gut and coelomic chambers convert into a young starfish. This detaches itself and starts the leading of free life for the starfish. So this is about the larva stages, that the 5 larvae that makes syllabus. The last bit we have remained, that is a adaptations of heavy parasites. We will see you in next class. Thank you.